Hello, your friends! It has been a long tongue indeed. This is my random rambling creation time. I hope you find it very exaggerated and uniquely terrifying in many different qualities that you may find for sure one day. 1,936 views I got on this short, my most recent short. Quote of the day: not a single scar on a man's heart comes from an enemy. That's what I referred to it as, indeed. Now, this, it says, is very true. This got no views on my TikTok. Only like 2 views, perhaps. But on YouTube Short, it got 1,936 crimes indeed. Very experimental indeed. I knew about YouTube Shorts for a long while, but I, as usual, let opportunity slip me by very cruelly and disgustingly for me, and for your pleasure, destroyed indeed. Destroyed it all, for sure. But I promise, I will never buy a midget spinner in my life. And that is a very old reference that I do wish to excuse for some putty that they find. I have been all over the place. My review channel, I have about 5 videos lined up over there, or is it 4? I have reviewing the reviews, indeed, of, what was it, Bobby and Oppenheimer. And what else for you? Let me think. It was. Yes, Mission Impossible. Indeed. I was looking through all of the reviews. Well, some, not all, indeed. Bobby, Mission Impossible, and what was the other? Oppenheimer! And I also have my reviews coming up. Part 3, Part 4 of The Flush. Indeed. The Flush, the recent DC EU movie. Not the last one, because there is still... what was it? Elvis! Elvis McGentrix. Why haven't you seen the last season of Clone Wars? Can you hear me, Elvis? I know I have a terrible microphone. I'm only using my laptop one, but it's all I have today. But the Clone Wars, I remember why. Someone wanted me to watch it, but I kept on putting it off. I hear you 5x5. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means extremely loud in my eye. But the Clone Wars, I think I wanted to save it for reaction videos. That was the reason initially. This is the problem I had. But of course, I never did the reaction videos. So loud and clear. So I wanted to... This is a problem I have now in my life. I want to watch something, but I don't want to watch it because I want to save it for something. Because I keep on coming up with these crazy ideas, these plans that I never execute, like doing reaction videos to series. You can't sacrifice your personal pleasures for reactions. Watch it. Well, that's exactly my life. Well, it's not exactly, because I don't watch it and I don't do the reaction, even though I intended to, and that's why I didn't watch it. But then it's been 3 years, has it, or 2, and still not watched it. But I have had very good things. How they do motion capture, I've heard of motion capture in other things. I did not know they did it for the Clone Wars. That's news to me, if that's what you're saying. I thought it was pure animation. But I think there's a lot I still have missed from previous seasons. I never watched them in order. They were always just on at random, and I would watch occasionally. They did a lightsaber fight in motion capture. Ray Park. I was going to say, I presume it would be the Darth Maul fight against Ahsoka. I've not seen it, but I saw some. You cannot help seeing things online, and I saw some screenshot or very brief moments that I try not to watch. But I ended up, you see glimpses here and there. That reminds me of The Mandalorian Season 2! Do you watch The Mandalorian, Elvis? I presume you do. It is fantastic. I hope it's better than the fight in Rebels. There's a duel in Rebels which the fans seem to go crazy over, but it lasts 2 seconds. You need to make time for it. You saw that. No. I think he was taken out too soon, Maul, in that. It seemed like he was going on some big crusade and we'd have more time with him, but he was cut short quite sadly. Yes. Well, I heard it has Order 66 that it goes into. But yeah, so I am very interested to see it. Like I said, I saw all of Rebels. I'm not sure why I saw all of Rebels, but I did somehow. Oh yes, I think because Rebels came out during the streaming era. Well, so did Clone Wars, but not the original run of Clone Wars. But Rebels, I think we must have seen on Disney Plus, so it was easy to watch all of them at the time they were released. Same with Bad Batch. I've seen all of Bad Batch now. Well, the interesting thing. Oh wait, I forgot. I can put your name up, I believe. Well, the interesting. You've got a doggy. I never noticed you have the Shiba doggy. It's so tiny. I thought maybe it was a car or something. The interesting thing about the Kenobi fight and more was that Kenobi replaced his own saber form with his master's. I have read this indeed. I did hear about this, that he used Qui-Gon's formation. He knew Maul would do the same moves. Yes, and Kenobi read it and counted quickly. I've read this. I just find it disappointing. People like there's a fight in Ahsoka duels someone, an Inquisitor, and it's even quicker. You've probably seen this. What was that? Tales of the Jedi. He grew as a Jedi. Yes, but still not the most satisfying for me. But I read the explanation that they were inspired by samurai old movie quick fighting. Then they threw it all in the garbage for the horrible Kenobi. We can agree on that, Elvis. We can agree on that. I did start reviewing Kenobi on my review channel, which I'm currently uploading Flash review, the movie Flash reviews in 4 parts. I have the first 2 parts up on my review channel, the Moonshin Reviews, it's called. long abandoned that channel, but I'm coming back to it. I reviewed the first 4 episodes in sort of one mashed video together, and then I never completed the review for the last 4 episodes. But I did definitely was disappointed by. That is definitely the worst, probably the worst thing from Star Wars I have encountered, and that's saying something. It's the worst. It's the worst Star Wars media since Rise of Skywalker. And that was the worst Star Wars media since The Last Jedi. And that was the worst media since Force Awakens, and so on and so forth. I was very disappointed in that. I have acquired a theory on your persona, by the way. I know it will be bad for you. If it is bad, Elvis, then I would rather not hear it. I would rather not. Kenobi was bad, and I had so many high hopes for it. With Kenobi as well, you still see lots of people defending it. And I don't know whether they're just 10-year-olds or what, because, you never know on the internet. Except for reaction videos, then you do know. And I've not watched any reaction videos of Kenobi, but I suspect they're all giving glowing praise regardless. Yes, beginning to end was a disappointment all the way. I don't know what people see. I've seen some people say this last episode, it picked up finally, and it was a great episode 6, with the duel with Vader. But, it just leaves still so many problems. So many. Even the duel with Vader at the end, he just leaves him there. He just leaves him, and it ruins everything. I don't get it. People go crazy over, 10 seconds of dialogue where he says, you didn't kill Anakin. I did. And they go crazy over 10 seconds, and that makes the episode or the series worth it. But people have a lot of harsh words for Boba Fett also. And I don't have such harsh words for Boba Fett. I think Kenobi was way worse. The duel was good action. It did help further the story of Star Wars: A New Hope. Which duel are you you're referring to the Vader duel. Yes. For a second, I thought you meant Maul and Obi-Wan. Yes, I've heard things. I don't know. I think he just confuses everything because I think everyone understood until the Kenobi series that they had not met each other for decades at that point. That was just the fact of it. And yes. And now they've had 2 duels in the last decade. I was so confused when Vader showed up in episode, was it 3 or 4? And I said in my review, what was the point of all of the Inquisitors in that series? I thought the entire point of dumping all of these Inquisitors into the show was so that obviously Obi-Wan can't fight Vader because Vader, they haven't seen each other in decades. So that's the reason for them. But actually, they have 4, I think it's 4 Inquisitors. The Grand Inquisitor, Reva, the Mortal Kombat one, and the other woman one. Third sister, fourth sister, something. Not one of them had a duel with Obi-Wan. Not one of them. What was the point? Most of them just do nothing. One of them gets killed and then comes back later. And I don't know. It was a good idea, just very poorly I don't know. I don't know, Elvis. Riva was a terrible idea to me. Riva should not have been in this. I hated everything about Riva. Really, the entire show, beginning to end. I think even bringing Ewan and what's his name? Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, even that was a bad idea because it just legitimizes this. And it should not be, really. It's like none of the people making it had any interest or knowledge of what Star Wars was about. I think I did read that the director or writer, one of them, didn't even watch the prequels. I think I'm pretty sure I read that they didn't watch it at all, and I think in the prequel, and I'm not certain, but Obi-Wan, I've heard, should have known that Anakin was Vader because he saw the recording in the Jedi Temple with Sidious and Anakin. But I'm not certain if Vader was actually stated anywhere. And now they are all on... yes, the strike. Because they don't make enough money. On one hand, I feel... Yes, I don't feel sorry. They don't deserve it. They are creepy. They should be stomped out of Hollywood. But at the other end of it, I'm thinking, I don't side with the studios either. I don't want the studios to benefit from their decisions either. They are the ones hiring these people. They are the ones approving of all of the script. So I'm not exactly on anyone's side because no one is on my side, indeed. So it's a creepy thing, the AI. I read that they signed away rights that they didn't really know about. They were just told to have all of these photos or analysis done of their face in different reactions and poses. And they didn't really know what it was for. And then they find out it was for AI and to sign away their image for all of eternity. So, yes. And I've heard about the background actors. They do the same thing. Producers and studios take all the risk. Yes, they do pay all the money, which is important factor. So when people say they make too much, yes, probably, but none of it could happen without them. But that also means the bad things are happening because of them. Writers write the story and hope someone buys it. Well, I don't think that's exact for already existing IP like Star Wars. I think they must have to be hired first and then they write the story. Like Rian Johnson didn't write the story first and then pitch it to Lucasfilm. And same with J.J. Abrams and even the book writers. I think they get hired first. Now with streaming, they want a cut. I've been hearing a lot about the residuals, and I didn't even know actors got residuals, generally speaking. But you hear about these background actors that no one even knows who they are, complaining that they don't get residuals from the streaming, and now they can't live or something. Those people were paid a salary and they agreed to work for that salary. That's very true. That's very true. I would think I have no idea how much a Star Wars writer would get on a series like Kenobi, but I would presume it was a lot. Same with Rings of Power and, these household names. But there's a lot of weird shows that go on that probably don't stand the test of anything. I would be glad to take their job, but I would probably do a worse job. No. The bar has sunk very low, I feel, indeed. Sad times. In the general sense, though, writers in Hollywood submit scripts to studios. Yes, original scripts. But I hear, well, obviously very tough. They have to get a manager first, probably an agent. Not exactly certain how it works, but I think it's harder to get a script in Hollywood than it is for a novel. A novel, you need an agent, usually. Many sitcoms have writers that do individual scripts. Yeah, so they come up with a pilot and a series overview and probably a test script and then submit it. Well, writers probably get the worst of it because directors can come along and just change whatever they wish to change. You know, they say this, that's just how it is, the director's vision. Yeah, I think you are right that it is harder to show writers than book writers. This is something I've heard repeated over the years. But I hear there's a very big slush pile also for authors of books. But I think J.K. Rowling is someone who didn't actually have an agent. And I don't know why. I think she just published it straight to the publisher. But usually that's a rare thing to do. Usually you need a agent first to submit. Then The Rock just got paid $50 million for his next movie, Red One. I have not heard of this Red One or this $50 million. And I was reading something about The Rock on Twitter earlier about how Black Adam was still, I think, the second grossing DCEU movie, grossed even more than The Flash. Somehow, despite having Batman and all these people. Entertainers get paid far too much for what they do. In your opinion? Well, I think the people paying them get paid a lot more. So that's how that works. Musicians also, they get paid a lot, but the label gets paid 100 times more, probably. And that's where the money comes from. And they keep most of it. Yeah. It probably won't be. I just decided to come on because I had some free time. And I decided to say random ramblings because I had no direction. But I quite liked the direction that has come. I was worried no one would come. So it's nice to see a Shiba with a MAGA outfit. I don't know what kind of outfit that is. All I see is red and white blurry writing. Well, it is good to chat. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. And I wish I could do it every day and would probably have helped things a lot easier. I am doomed for sure, but I am still here for now. Samurai armor. Wait, can I zoom in? Yes. Yes, I can zoom in. Yes, I've never seen a dog with samurai armor before. That looks I think it's missing a helmet, that's the problem. That would complete the outfit. Shiba is a Japanese hunting doggy. Ah, Japanese. I forgot that they were Japanese. That makes sense. Looks like a fox, indeed. I do quite like foxes recently. But the question is then, why do you have a Shiba, Elvis? You did not look Japanese last time I saw you, and I've only seen you one time when you joined the stream once. On a stream, much like this one actually. I invited you and you joined me in real time, and I thought I was surprised by something, but I can't remember. Your voice, I think. But you did not look Japanese, but that's also quite racist in some sense. Shibas are awesome dogs. Do you have a Shiba, Elvis? Shibas feel pretty rare to me. I don't see many videos of Shiba. Very cat-like. Ah, then why does he look like a fox? Yes, your age. I was thinking that, but I didn't want to bring it up. But thank you for mentioning it again, Elvis. I was helping you by not saying anything by your age. But we are all aging, and now I brought down the spirit of life. Ah, you do have a Shiba. You do. Is this your Shiba? I doubt you made a samurai for your Shiba. But why would you have a picture of someone else's Shiba? Is this AI? He looks kind of cruel, to be honest. Just a little cruel. What else is even coming up? I'm trying to think. Ah, yes, Ahsoka. I forgot about that already. That I will definitely be watching. Let me look. I have a video of him on YouTube somewhere. Well, I don't want to miss that. Although I'm not certain I can bring up any video. Well, I could bring up a video, but I'm very hesitant to do so because things like to pop up on my screen that give very sensitive premonitions away. But I would gladly watch it for sure. For being someone anonymous, I'm not very good at it. So many clues. Let me witness. So, still don't know who that old guy is. And again, don't sacrifice your personal enjoyment for reactions. Well, bit late for that. Well, no, I would not be reacting to it. I don't know how people get away with some things they react to. I see other people do it, and it gets up, and I try to do it. It gets taken down. So, but I can do reviews without doing the reaction. I can do a review after the fact, but even that I can't keep up with because I am shackled by many things I cannot explain. But that is the sad reality of me, for sure. Oh, my bottom is hurting on this ground. I'm sitting on a carpet, if you wanted to know. Wow. I'm sitting on one side. I'm going to get pins and needles, indeed. So, I'll probably do the review on my review channel. So, that was a channel abandoned for who knows, a year and a half, 2 years perhaps, everything gets ahead of you. Let's get rid of this. But I'm looking forward to it. But I heard some people complain there was no men in the trailer. There was Sabine, there was Ahsoka, there was Hera. No, there was Ezra in a hologram. And there was the bad guy, Antron, who was also a bad guy. But I was not bothered by that, but it was something I was seeing. I don't know. I'm guessing Ezra is going to show up. This is his IG. Don't show in chat. Huh. Okay. But I think it's going to show in the I suspect it's going to show after the stream is uploaded. I think. Usually it's on, but sometimes it's off. Let me witness. That might not be a guarantee. But I will not show it on the screen. That's fine. No one reads this. All right. I will not. I don't know if I'll be able to open it right now. It's possible. I can try it. I do have an Instagram app on my laptop. It could work. Wait, did my camera just go off? I don't know. When I switch the tab and I come back, it goes black. It goes from black to the screen again. I don't know if it actually turns off though. Let me see. Dashboard. Control. Live. Huh. 3. Let us see. Rest in peace to you. I wonder. Oh, no. I was going to say something very silly. I was going to say, I wonder if the Emperor will show up. But then I realized it's not actually that silly anymore since episode 9. Yes, I saw you follow. That's another thing also abandoned my Instagram, sadly. A lot of things crashed and burned since 2019. And my energy depleted, my hope was destroyed. And here I sit with you, a lonely, scarfy figure. In a day that is about to become night once more. Let's see. Did you leave the link, Elvis? Maybe it doesn't show links in the chat. I do remember on Vince's, I don't know if you follow Vince, the honest composer, but I remember him saying it doesn't show links in the chat. Maybe you can DM me on Instagram and I could see. Let's see. Still online. Analytics editor. What is going on here? I forgot where I find the section where it tells you stuff to turn off. I just had a buzz on my phone. Is that you? Hang on. I'm just looking in the settings for the chat settings. Because I kind of like it being on, to be honest. I actually hate when things get deleted. Let's see what I am sent. Ah! Let's see. Yes, McGentrix. Well, hang on. I'm opening it. My back is aching me. That's the problem. Matilda is online. Let's see. I'm loading it. I am loading. I understand that. I forget everything if it is not saved or written down. And that is unfortunate because some things are dangerous to write down indeed. Ah, very nice. Very nice. I'm looking at what you sent me, in case you were wondering. This is your Shiba. Where do you find a Shiba on the streets of America? I presume you're from America. I think you did say. Hang on. Wrapped in a towel. Very furry for sure. Because you don't go on this up. Rest in peace. I could have written that, Elvis. You haven't. That's basically what I just said to you. Lazy, lazy. Every day is lazy for me. Thank you for sending me. It's not often. There's a channel that I've been seeing where an old lady feeds a fox, like multiple foxes on the doorstep, raw chicken. Someone from the UK, an old lady, and they're quite cute. Reminds me of those. Where is this area? Where is it? This is so confusing. Oh, I'm on the complete wrong thing, that's why. I need to click on my stream. So complicated. Oh wait, I will probably end anyway. Soon. Hang on. Very nice doggy. I wonder how long you've had this doggy. And the doggy's name, and the doggy's race, well, I know that, and the doggy's political aspirations and allegiance. That would be nice to know. But that's very dangerous territory. Allow embedding. Where am I? Caption. What is going on? Where's this section about the chat? That's frustrating for me. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Is it customization? It must be there. It's been so long. Been so long. Let's see. Buddy is 13 now. He is a staunch conservative. 13. I know nothing about dogs, but I'm going to presume that is old in dog years, but maybe not. Staunch conservative. That sounds very grumpy. Hang on. Customization. Ah yes, live chat replay. All of that just to see it was on. But better safe than sorry. He is like you indeed. Very good match. You know, I am worried about the assassins returning. And I can't even stand up to look and check because, well, you might see my bare toes and feet. That would be a sight for scary seeing. Well, Elvis, I think I will end this stream here because I have passed the hour and I'm not certain how long I have left. And I don't want to end extremely abruptly if I get invaded any minute by oppressors and wardens. This is my life, very trapped, very shackled, very, what's the word? Restricted. All right, it's good speaking with you again. And you, Elvis, thank you for your time and your crimes. Farewell, my Munshin. Take care, my Munshin.